Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is HOOTMONEY here with another video for you guys today. Today we are going to be giving you guys an update on Torchlight. Now, ORTEX released a new signal for Torchlight, which we're going to be going over, which is very exciting because they've been successful with this signal in the past, and I'm excited to see what happens with Torchlight. Like I've said before, this is probably the most interesting short squeeze that I have seen, besides for maybe the GameStop short squeeze. And even though I'm not in this, even though I don't have skin in the game, I really want to see what happens, because technically these shorts are supposed to cover by the end of the day today. And there's roughly 23% short interest on this one. So when are these shorts going to cover? What time today? Will it be at market close? Will there be extreme volatility throughout the day as shorts are covering and manipulating this stock? I don't know, and we're gonna have to find that out today. If you guys enjoy these updates, make sure you guys leave that early like on the video, because liking the video is the #1 thing you can do to help me out. And if you guys want to check out those links in the description and the pinned comment section to sign up for public, you get up to $70 in free stock if you deposit at least $1. So with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright everyone, so as you guys can see, here is the Torchlight chart, and it's down about 50% in less than 48 hours. So it reached a peak of about $10.76 per share, and it's now trading at $5.36 per share. So understand there is some absolutely extreme risk that comes along with trading a very volatile stock, especially a stock that has went from being a penny stock, being valued at around $2 to $3 a share, now being worth over $10 and then $5 in consecutive trading days. That's very risky. Now, what I saw as the biggest risk is this 25 EMA, which is this blue line right here, and actually right around here on this candlestick at around $7.70. As soon as it hit this 25 EMA line, I placed an order, and my philosophy was that, okay, if it bounces, I'll ride it out and I'll take some profits. I was just trying to day trade it, but if it breaks below this 25 EMA, I will cut my losses and sell. So it broke below and it closed below this 25 EMA, and I cut my losses and sold, and I'm very glad that I did, because overnight it dropped all the way back down to $5.28. Now, there were a bunch of people in the comment section that were just absolutely hilarious, calling me a paper hander. No guys, it's called a defined risk day trading strategy. I told you guys already, I'm not in it because I want my shares to convert to metamaterials, and I think metamaterials will be worth something in the future. That was not why I was in it. I was just playing on the short squeeze hype, and I wanted to make a day trade based off of some technical analysis just for fun. So anyone who's calling me a paper-handed loser, yeah, I would have lost more money if I diamond hands. So you guys are absolute idiots, and if anyone ever tells you randomly on the internet just to diamond hand, that's absolutely horrible financial advice. Everyone has their own risk tolerance, and it's really up to you to decide whether you want to buy, sell, or hold. And especially if you're buying a risky stock already, don't be tempted to hold just because everyone's telling you to hold. Do what you have to do. And yeah, a lot of the people that say to hold the line are people who got in at very low prices, around $3 or $2 a share anyways. So it's like, if you're buying in at elevated price levels, yes, cut your losses if you think it's going to keep going down. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose. I happened to lose my lunch money, but I would have lost a great deal more if I held. So with that being said, just listen to yourself. Sometimes you just got to use your gut. And if you see something that's looking bearish like I did, I saw this hourly candlestick close below that 25 EMA line. And yes, technical analysis, like, who cares? It doesn't mean anything. But to me, I was just like, okay, well, that's enough for me to get out of this. So it was literally maybe like 3 minutes of holding the stock. Like I said, I lost my lunch money. Really no big deal. I don't get why people were freaking out. I lost like literally $10. But anyways, that's besides the point. Today's video is about the new ORTEX short squeeze signal that they released this morning for Torchlight. So let's get into that. If you want up to $70 in free stock just by depositing as little as $1, use the link in the description and the pinned comment section to sign up for Public. Public is a stock investing application / social media. It has an amazing user interface, very similar to Robinhood's user interface, but it has amazing customer service. They rely off tips alone, so you know you're going to be getting the best customer service possible, and I have not had any issues with them. Also, the social media aspect is great. You can follow people, see their portfolios, talk about stocks. I love it. I absolutely love just scrolling on Public, seeing what other people have to say, following some other influencers as well. So it's really awesome. They're doing this promotion up to $70 in free stock. So check that out using the links below in the description, pinned comment section, and let's get right back into the video. All right, so before we take a look at that signal, let's take a look at some of the live short interest data. So as we can see, the estimated short interest percentage of free float is 23.53%. It is up 1.48% from yesterday. And if you just take a look at the cost to borrow, it's absolutely insane, 287%. Now, this might be because the stock's about to be delisted, but still, that's some of the highest cost to borrow I have seen personally. The utilization is 100%, so currently there's no shares that can even be shorted right now. And if we just take a look at the chart, you can see this thing has been going up. It was around 22.6, 22.7, all the way up to 23.18, and then today we're at 23.53%. So the short interest just keeps going up on this stock, and it's pretty weird because you'd think that these short sellers would be afraid of having to pay that dividend to shareholders. So perhaps these short sellers are predicting a very low dividend, and they think they can make over that amount by shorting the stock. So that's very interesting. I wouldn't really believe in the speculation that this dividend is going to be more than $10 a share. That just seems pretty ridiculous to me. At the end of the day, a company should be valued based on their assets. So the fact that people think that you're going to get more than the stock price is worth as a dividend just doesn't make any sense to me at all. So I would expect to not really expect more than a $2 dividend, and that might even be on the high side. And you will be receiving that dividend on the 25th if you guys bought this share yesterday. If you guys bought into Torchlight today, you will not be receiving that dividend. So here we have the new ORTEX signal for Torchlight, and as you guys can see, they had one on June 16th. It was a short squeeze type 3 with 4.5 stars of significance, so that's an 86.66% significance rating. And they also released another signal yesterday, which was also a short squeeze type 3. Now, they're recommending that you hold this thing for 28 trading days. So that means that the results of this signal won't be for another month. So if you are impatient and you want this short squeeze to occur right now, tomorrow, it might not happen. Now, we have to take a look at some other factors on this chart. So as you can see, the success rating is only 46.67% of the time. So over half the time that they give these signals, they are wrong and they do not make money on them. So this is why it probably only has a 4.5 star conviction level or a significance level, because they have failed in the past, and the mean return when they are successful is 39.28%. So if the signal is correct, if there is a short squeeze, the mean return is about 38%. So on this chart, you can see the two signals mapped out for you. The first signal was over here at around $6 a share, and it shot up to $10 a share the next day. So that one was a pretty good short squeeze if you were able to capitalize on that one. However, this second one was basically at the top. They called it at around $10 per share, and it crashed down ever since. It's trading at around $5.40 right now. So there's a chance that this signal could have changed in the past day, whether or not they think it's successful, because now shorts have more leverage with the stock price not holding at that $10 range. All right, so what are my final thoughts? So if you guys do want to buy into Torchlight, I highly recommend that you do more research on metamaterial, because that's the only reason to really be buying it at this point if you want to hold on to metamaterials, which has a lot of promise for the future. I personally haven't done a full analysis on metamaterials. You no longer get access to that special preferred dividend, which was a huge incentive to buy into Torchlight, and you can't even do that if you haven't bought in as of yesterday. So if you do want to buy in today, there's really no point unless you want to get that one-to-one exchange for a metamaterials share. As far as the short squeeze signal goes, I think that the fact that they called it at $10 a share, they were kind of expecting it to stay in that range, and they didn't exactly calculate over a 50% drop in share price, because obviously when a share price drops 50%, shorts now have more leverage. So with that being said, a short squeeze is way less likely to occur if a stock drops 50% in a trading day. So I don't know how successful that signal will be. Like I said, over 50% of the time they're wrong about those signals. So don't get your hopes up with this one. If anyone on an internet chat room or forum or even a YouTuber tells you to buy or sell a stock without doing your own research and figuring out your own opinions first, obviously don't listen to them. Trust yourself, trust your own intuition. It's really hard to predict what happens in the market, and many people yelled at me for being a paper hander when the stock price dropped over $1.50 per share after I sold. So it really just doesn't make sense that people do this. I was never intending to hold this thing for the long term anyways. So sometimes people just don't understand your intentions while trading, and they'll just yell at you. And there's a lot of toxic people in the stock community. We don't have that toxicity on my YouTube channel, at least. So feel free to join me here, subscribe to the channel, and like the video for more content like this. Remember, if you guys use that link in the description to sign up for public, you get up to $70 in free stock just for signing up. So definitely check that thing out. And that's about it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Peace.